Hi guys, welcome back to my English lesson. Now I want to teach you how to use in a correct way the simple past through a story that I invented. Okay, now I'll read it for you in a normal way and then in a slow way with a translation afterwards and then again in a normal way. Okay, Susan at camping. Last weekend for Susan was awesome because she went camping with her classmates. It was an incredible experience to sort out the tent because at the beginning it was difficult to fix it on the ground due to the great wind. Then they did a rambling around the countryside and they found out a little squirrel with an injured leg because he fell in a trap. So they decided to take care about him, and at the camping site there was a vet, so the vet looked after him. The following day, they left the squirrel in the countryside, so they realized that he was very happy to be cured and he could come back with his female squirrel. From this story, Susan and her friends learned an important lesson that animals should live in freedom in their own environment. Ok, now I'll read again in a slowly way, in un modo molto lentamente, in a slow way. Last weekend for Susan was awesome because she went camping with her classmates. It was an incredible experience to sort out the tent because at the beginning it was difficult to fix it on the ground due to the great wind. Then they did a rambling around the countryside and they found out a little squirrel with an injured leg because he fell in a trap. So they decided to take care about him. And at the camping site there was a vet, so the vet looked after him. The following day, they left the squirrel in the countryside, so they realized that he was very happy to be cured and he could come back with his female squirrel. From this story, Susan and her friends learned an important lesson that animals should live in freedom in their own environment, in freedom in their own environment. Now I'll read again with the translation. Last weekend for Susan was awesome. Lo scorso fine settimana per Susan fu sorprendente, meraviglioso, because she went camping with her classmates, perché andò a fare campeggio con i suoi compagni di classe. It was an incredible experience to sort out the tent. Fu un'incredibile esperienza sistemare la tenda, because at the beginning it was difficult to fix it on the ground due to the great wind, perché all'inizio fu molto difficile sistemare la tenda sul terreno a causa del grande vento. Then they did a rambling around the countryside. Poi loro hanno fatto un'escursione attorno alla campagna. And they found out a little squirrel. E hanno scoperto, sono venuti a sapere di un piccolo scoiattolo. Squirrel, S-Q-U-I-R-R-E-L. To find out, venire a sapere, passato remoto found, F-O-U-N-D, with an injured leg, con una gamba ferita, because he fell in a trap, perché lui era caduto in una trappola. So they decide to take care about him, così loro hanno deciso di prendersi cura di lui. And at the camping site there was a vet. E al campeggio c'era un veterinario. So the vet looked after him. Così il veterinario si prese cura dello scoiattolo di lui, no? Perché era un maschietto, no? L'ho capita dalla storia che ho messo him. The following day, they left the squirrel in the countryside. Il giorno seguente lasciarono lo scoiattolo nella campagna. So they realized that he was very happy to be cured. Così loro si sono resi conto che era molto felice di essere stato curato. And he could come back with his female squirrel. E poteva ritornare con la sua scoiattolina, female, F-I-M-A-L-E per dire femmina, squirrel. From this story, da questa storia, Susan and her friends learned an important lesson. Da questa storia Susan e i suoi amici hanno imparato un'importante lezione. That animals should live in freedom in their own environment. Da questa storia Susan e i suoi amici hanno imparato un'importante lezione, che gli animali dovrebbero vivere in libertà nel loro proprio ambiente, own proprio. O-W-N. Ok, did you like my story? Vi è piaciuta la mia storia? Si risponde, yes I did, no I didn't. I invented a story about Susan. Ho inventato una storia su Susan at camping. I read again in a normal way, like a mother tongue. Leggo la storia in una velocità normale come le madrelingue. Susan at camping. Last weekend for Susan was awesome because she went camping with her classmates. It was an incredible experience to sort out the tent because at the beginning it was difficult to fix it on the ground due to the great wind. Then they did a rambling around the countryside and they found out a little squirrel with an injured leg because he fell on a trap. So they decided to take care about him, and at the campsite there was a vet, so the vet looked after him. The following day, they left the squirrel in the countryside, so they realized that he was very happy to be cured and he could come back with his female squirrel. From this story, Susan and her friends learned an important lesson, that animals should live in freedom in their own environment. Did you like the story? Vi è piaciuta la storia? Ok, you can write a story like this one. Potete scrivere una storia come questa qui. Inventate una storia. Se inventate una storia potete imparare l'inglese. Prima simple present to describe a character, un personaggio, using the simple present. Now the adventure, ho scritto un'avventura in inglese. Al simple past, I'm waiting, sto aspettando, non vedo l'ora. I can't wait, vi insegno un modo. I can't wait, non vedo l'ora. I can't wait to read your stories at simple past. Non vedo l'ora di leggere le vostre storie al passato remoto. Write me, scrivetemi, write me on my Facebook page. Scrivetemi sulla mia pagina Facebook. Gabriella Teacher, tutto scritto attaccato. Gabriella Teacher, tutto scritto attaccato, corso di inglese. Ok? I can't wait to read your stories at simple past. Have a nice evening and bye, and write your story at simple past. Bye!